Let's see what happens when we pump some oil in. I am going to need to seal... Oh, fuck yeah. Come on, get this petroleum. You know you want to. It's just here. It's going to start overflowing here again in a second if I'm not careful, which is not what I want. How can I get around this? How can I get around this without ruining the whole thing? Of course, when I want this pump to pick up petroleum nearby, it won't do it. As soon as it's sat in it, it will do. Bastard. I bring the refreshments. Revenge is a thirsty business. Oh, Christ. Tricky to pick up a packet or two. Don't be a thing anymore. Neither should you. We'll just build some tiles, get it mocked. It's gonna be here all day otherwise. That's how we know we don't have a problem. Sindane, good evening, buddy. How are you, mate? How is it going? Come on now. Get all this done. You know you want to. Do a cheeky mop here. And if we're lucky, we'll be able to mop all this petroleum. If we're lucky. Knowing my luck, it won't happen like that, but we'll try. Come on. Come on now. Oh, we did it. We fucking did it. It's gone. Let's just check. There's no more petroleum on this surface level, right? It's a little bit of carbon dioxide, which is possibly going to troll me a little bit, but liquid should be able to get rid of that. We've no more petroleum. Beautiful! My favourite. Let's get rid of you and you again. We'll leave these wolframite mesh tiles in because why not? I mean, honestly, it's just a bit more mass in the room. We'll get our pump back in. We'll make it out of wolframite just because meh. And then what else do we need? We need an aqua tuner. And you can go there. And then we'll do a cheeky sweep. Like so. Get you swept up. How are we doing on stuff, by the way? We're out of algae now. We've got a little bit of coal. We've started making more coal now, I believe. If you remember, we had a problem with our power in the last stream. I did a very silly thing. This hadn't been connected to our grid for a long time. We'd not been using any natural gas. Or we had been using it, but hadn't been getting the power from it. We've now connected that back up. So hopefully we should be alright for power now. Which is nice. Because holy shit, did that make me sad. You're now pumping. Oh, you bastard. Come on! We've got a problem here. No, actually, don't mop. Just sweep. Son of a bitch! Okay. We'll get this swept with a 9. And then we'll seal this room up. Immediately. Turn it. Get out of there. That's in the wrong place because I'm a fool. We'll get rid of you. Beautiful. And then we can connect this pipe, pump in some more oil. Done. No problem. Just make sure nobody seals himself inside. Excellent. Right, let's get this bridged in. Like so. We'll turn you off. Turn you off. There we go. So this is now going to pump in some cold oil once we've emptied this pipe a little bit, which would be great. And we'll get our oil level up and we'll try and block it before it gets to this top layer. You've got a nice little number 1 symbol next to your name now, 100. Do you realise that? I didn't realise they'd made that change. My one of your children is here. Even room. Nice to do. I have a terrible drinking problem. 2 hands and 1 mouth. Oh, shit. Have you played any more of that Eco game? Did we finish Subnautica? I need catching up. We finished Subnautica, and I have played some more Eco. Eco is very, very good, but I don't know how well it streams, or at least I don't know how well I stream it. Subnautica was fucking amazing. I really, really enjoyed that playthrough. It is finished. It is on YouTube. So you can have a look on my YouTube for the backlog. Eco, we played a little bit last night, just showing where we're up to on our current community world. I haven't really streamed for like a week nearly. So I've been playing it single player very selfishly. Because I didn't really understand the game and I wanted to get my head into it a little bit. And because it's very addictive. But we're probably going to start a new world in the next couple of days. So I might stream some of it on the new world when the next update comes out. But yeah, it's good fun, 100. I would recommend it. This is my usual greeting, so hello to Hanno, 100, next play. Nice, nerd. Okay, so this is now filling up, which is good, and it's filling up with some of this cold oil, which is wonderful. You're pumping away down here. How are we doing temperature-wise? Not too bad actually. It's cooling off in here a little bit. Nice. So we're currently bypassing the aqua tuner. So this should only be kicking on intermittently. It can kick on now because it's below 50 degrees, but it isn't needed. So it's just bypassing, you see? And it's on for a brief second, and then it's off. Nice! And that's giving us oil at 15 degrees. I am happy with that. That will do nicely. So our oxygen production isn't going to happen for a little bit, but once this is up and running, it should hopefully be a lot more steady. Are we starting to get some more hydrogen now? We are. We are getting a backlog of hydrogen, which is good. This needs to be fixed at some point today, if I can be bothered, because we're going to start using some of this water for crops, I think. So that is good. Look at that star mod up there, modding it up. Yeah, thank you, Anna. I'm a moderator, really. You're a moderate moderator. Sorry, I read that completely wrong. Better than a moody mod. A modest mod. I don't know what I'm going to do with this petroleum. I might just keep it here so I've got access to some in a bit. Yeah, we'll find a use for it, I'm sure. We'll pop a picture pump in there and it'll be fine. These I'll well, not deconstruct, but disable for now. Beautiful. Okay, things are ticking along. We're doing all right. So, one of the things that I want to do today is look at getting our plants and stuff set up. Once I've put some of this cold oil into this chamber, I'm going to turn this crude oil a lot colder. I'm going to try and get it down to like 1 degree and use it to cool our sleet wheat that I want to build. So for now it's coming in at like 16 degrees, which is fine. But with this build over here, we can go much colder. And especially because it's oil, we can get to like minus 50 odd, is it? Minus 40 odd. which is more than we need. So we'll do some sleet wheat and we'll do some bristle blossoms today. We've got our temperate water for our bristle blossoms, and we'll cool the room with oil for our sleet wheat, and that should be us done then, which will be pretty sweet. I'll show you how I'm going to do that in a bit. Mottled Mob Mod. I feel like Mex should have chimed in with some abuse by now. I think Mex is probably sleeping. He was playing Eco like all night till early this afternoon. So I think Mex is probably sleeping at the minute. He won't be on till later. Right. So I had a couple of different ideas for farms, and I should probably explain them now. How's the base looking? Oh shit. I need to get some oxygen coming off this. Yeah, ideas for farms. I quite like the idea of doing it all externally to the base. Okay, so I built this thing down here, just a single farm tile, so we can see what the plants need. Now for our blossoms, we're going to be feeding these pure water. They don't need any fertilizer, if I remember rightly. They just need to be kept within a temperature range and with a bit of gas nearby. So what I was going to do is make a big old blossom farm, and then do conveyor arms in the room, and get the conveyors delivered to a central food storage somewhere. That'll be my pizza. That way we don't need to interact with them, and we can have the room cooled and pump our water in, and that'll just manage itself. Sleet wheat is probably going to be something similar, but I'm going to cool the room with oil. And then, that reminds me actually, I want to turn you off. Yeah. Get this oil pumped out. We'll cool the room with oil, and we'll use the same pure water, but hopefully the oil should cool the room down enough. And then we'll have access to sleet wheat, we'll also have access to bristle blossoms, we'll have access to mushrooms, and that should do us for food. I mean, we are starting to use some of our fried mushrooms, and we were at like 1,000,000 calories, it's starting to die down a little bit now. But I think that will sort us out. I think that will give us a little bit of all sorts, which will be nice. Sweeper arms won't harvest the plants. Yeah, I know that. I was more relying on them harvesting themselves. Oh, Saturnus, good evening. How's it going, buddy? We should call the police, save some steps. Or a coroner. Yeah, it's I was planning on letting them harvest themselves, basically. XP. That was the idea. But we'll see. It's all sort of theory, because I've not been playing much Oni single player. It's all about theory crafting. Excellent work. I'll come grab some in a minute.
Oh, you don't want to dish it up?
You can be nice and put me a couple of slices of pizza on the plate. I don't want loads though, baby. Just a couple of pieces. Thank you. Service with a smile. The lady's feeding me. I can't believe it. Right, I want you to not do any more of this, please. That will do. Okay, I'm hoping that should be about right. I'm sort of winging this a little bit. I've been trolled by a couple of tiles of carbon dioxide here, but there's not much I can do about that. Right. Yeah, I've not been playing much Oni single player of late, so I'm very rusty. I've not played all that much since Christmas, truth be told. I've only played what you've seen on stream, so a lot of these things are sort of, I'm theory crafting, and I'm hoping they should work, but I'm not entirely confident. So we'll have to see how it goes. Damn lazy plants can harvest themselves. Exactly, Hannah. Just letting the fruits drop only adds 4 cycles to the growth cycle. For sleet wheat and pinch peppers, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's. I didn't realise it was only 4 cycles. What about bristle blossoms? Any idea on them, Saturnus? Because I basically didn't want to have anybody messing with my crops. I'll just have it all go into a food store. Hello, darling. Oh my goodness, thank you very much.
You got 2 candles.
Yeah, I didn't want a garlic bird.
Oh, okay.
So, oh, thank you. Yeah, little star. Thanks, baby. Mwah! I have pizza. It's on. Oh, it's the same, it's just 4 cycles. Oh, that sort of simplifies things a little bit. Right, how are we doing for oil? Oh, what's going on? Stop that. Please. Please. I'm not doing this. What's happened? Please, no. Why has this happened? Please, stop. Please, no. I thought this was fixed. Please, no! No! Fuck. Scrolling bug. Hello, darling. Lifegrow, just slice of pizza, exactly. Yeah, the missus just took that compliment for her own, but I was talking to this bad boy. Oh, baby. Press the S key. I was doing sternus. Didn't turn it off. It did not turn it off. It did not stop it. What toppings? I'm being very bland tonight. I'm just having a margarita pizza and some chips. Honestly, it was like 20 minutes before I was about to stream and I thought, I've not really eaten today. I should probably get something. So, here we are. As you all know, I don't really mind what form pizza comes in, as long as it's hot on my plate, or cold and on my plate. And ideally served to me by a lady. That is the best kind of pizza. Oh, there is actually, by the way, there is actually a new emote, but I can't remember what it is. Hold on 1 second. Ah, shit, how do I do this? Oh, yeah. The lady did it. You'll have to let me know what you think. Unfortunately, because I don't have many emotes at the minute, I think you can only do it if you've subbed for 2 months or something. I don't know how it works. Look. Okay. So whilst I fill my face, let's figure out what I need to do here. So I need some more oil in this room, which means I need you to turn back on. And we'll get this going. I approve of the mushrooms. Death of Barney, very much so. I like a mushroom, I like an olive, I like all the pizza toppings really. But I do like a little bit of something other than just meat. Definitely. Don't get me wrong, I'll go deep on a meat feast, but I do like a bit of something else on there. But tonight, just a classic margarita. That's all I need. Right. Can't really do too much with this at the minute, which means we're getting no oxygen. So let's toggle you on whilst we wait for some oil to cool. Oh, never mind. It's already coming. Beautiful. It's coming in a little bit warm, but that's fine. 20 odd degrees. That's okay. Love me some quality tomato pie. Exactly. Sometimes simplicity is just all you need. So excuse me whilst I go deep on this. Okay, so whilst that fills up a little bit more, I'm thinking we could do something down here. Where have we got space on both sides? Maybe here and here? I can move this petroleum pipe out of the way, that's not a big deal. I just like the idea of the food, sort of the crops just sort of growing on their own. We could also do it in the base, but... Let me think about this for a second. So if we had... I quite want to be pumping oxygen out into the wilds still. But we could use this space here. See what I mean? It's like there's one farm. There's another farm. Now, how long do the old sweeper arms reach? Now, I believe they changed this so that the sweeper arms do actually reach through farm tiles now. They were a bit janky before. Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. Need to touch the bottom of the plant. I wish when you rotated it, it rotated the is it a square? Oh, it is a square. I thought it would look like a square to me, look like a rectangle. This will be slightly too high. 1, 2, 3. It's there. That give us quite a lot of space. Dough is super important. Don't be afraid to try new sauces. We have a chipotle sauce. It's amazing. Oh. Yeah, I'm one of them that'll leave my when I make it at home. I do like a good proving session. I do like it to proofing. Is it proofing or proving? I do like to leave that shit in a warm place for quite some time and knock it all back. Oh, I do like making pizza. It's very, very therapeutic. I think I just enjoy cooking. Cooking, full stop, kind of pleases me a lot. So, my thinking is we're going to want these rooms insulated. So the bottom tile is sort of lost. At which point we're going to have, I'll just use iron because I don't really care. We'll have, that's going to be our bottom food level, and then we'll need to leave, I think, 2 high.